What does Derrick Rose mean to Chicago?
The most.
Everything.
The most a player in any sports in Chicago has meant to a city other than Jordan. There's something about the homegrown aspect of Derrick Rose that like every single you don't see this very often across franchises. Every single Bulls fan from this city is still in love with Derrick Rose after everything.
I think it's more so like the story. Like he came from the south side of Chicago in the slums with the Simeon, and then like he's now the youngest MVP of all time. Like he gives like those kids that live in that environment like hope. Like, hey, I could use this as motivation to get out of here. Like there is a way out, and I can one day probably be there. I can do something with my life. Like you see, just like the story of where you from, and you put it to him, and like he knows the struggle too.
Mm-hmm. He's just a good representation of Chicago, man. Like I was reading his book, and he was talking about like he was saying shit that we say in Chicago. Like we got a term and a phrase that we use, like I'm not going. Like Corey, me and you playing 1-on-1, you up 11. I'm up. You up 11-2. We're going to a game of 15. So you're up 9 points. You comfortable, but I'ma still tell you I'm not going. Like you're not about to get this game easy. Like I'm not. You gonna have to earn these next 4 points. And so it's just like that. For him to be such a Chicagoan and then play for the Chicago Bulls and like Derrick said, be the youngest MVP ever. Like that's some shit you can't even write a movie on that. If I seen a movie about a guy doing that, it would be like this unrealistic ass movie. No way you play. So for him to do all those things, it was good. But the other side of it that a lot of people don't like to talk about is I remember, because we were in high school, I remember Derrick Rose being hurt, not playing, and a lot of people shitting on him and turning their back on him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I remember vividly. People will act like they didn't say these things, and I'll never forget a moment. This kid, he didn't go to our high school, but he was friends with us. He went to another local high school. He was shitting on Derrick Rose so bad, and this dude, shout out to Googs. This dude had a screenshot of it. He like kept that tweet that the dude said, and Derrick Rose hit the game winner against the Cavs, where he just kind of looked. Y'all know that shot where they picked him up, and the dude was celebrating on the timeline, like, "Yeah, let's go, Rose." And the other dude I know pulled out that tweet, like, "Bro, what about this you were saying?" And the dude was like, "Come on, bro, can I just have this moment?" It's like that right there. That was the most frustrating shit as a Chicagoan, and I'm not even a Bulls fan, but everybody liked the Bulls when Derrick Rose was on top. Like,
yeah.
So that was crazy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, shit, I made sure I was tuning into the Bulls when Derrick Rose was playing. And something just like I think about too. It's just like the way he played the game, it was so Chicago-esque too. Like this is shit you doing in a 32, some shit you doing on the park, ain't no fouls. Like he translated that to the NBA and became, MVP. It's not like he was Steph Curry. I'm trying to throw shade at Steph Curry, but not like he was just shooting. Like he had Chicago game, and he translated that. So it was so nice to see.
And we got to see it from day one at Simeon. I'll never forget. I tell this story all the time. My dad asked me and my brother, did we want to go to the championship game or a finals game with Simeon? It was at the United Center, or did we want to go to our cousin's hotel party? And we chose our cousin's hotel party because we wanted to swim. And then I'll never forget, later that night, me and my brother, we getting out the pool, we go to the hotel room, and we turn on like TV or something, and Derrick Rose is windmilling at the United Center. And we like, bro, we might have just picked the wrong thing.
So, I remember that play. I was
that shit.
When I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I'm so jealous of whatever team gets to draft this kid. I'm so jealous.
I remember the moment where we won the lottery for the Derrick Rose pick. I wasn't. This was before I was a diehard Bulls fan, but diehard basketball fan. I was at baseball practice, and Coach Willie comes from. I think he was listening to it on the radio or something. He runs back to the dime and he's like, "We got the pick. He's coming home." I'm like, "What? He's coming home?" Yeah, that's a moment I'll never forget.
I still have right here in my mom's storage the newspaper of Derrick Rose being the number one pick. He got the Bulls hat on with the ball. I still got this shit.
Man, I feel like I'm about to cry.